You see you, baby. We're here at the South Florida Landscape Irrigation Symposium 2014 down in Miami-Dade County. It's about to end, so let's take a look at how it all went down.
Excited about putting money into irrigation. I mean, you know, if the flowers at the front wall are...
Getting up to speed with the irrigation system as far as what's new. Obviously our system, what we currently have out there is pretty outdated, it's old stuff, and we're looking to see, again, the efficiency. What can we put out there to benefit us?
This is using 4 gallons a minute, this is using 4 gallons a minute. So this spray, 4 gallons, this rotor, 4 gallons. Here's your exam question. If these are in the same zone, am I going to get a good distribution uniformity? No. It's grown from 1,000 people 10 years ago. We had 3,900 people there throughout the day. And they got either ground covers, native trees, or at least drought-tolerant trees and shrubs that then they brought home and planted at their houses. It's been the second weekend in March for the last 10 years, so you could plan on the second weekend of March for 2015 as they have it coming around again.
So the message was, you know, these products are for people who are kind of higher, and I don't mean higher like, you know, 10 times more water than they need. I mean, they just need to be...
With SU, we've installed soil moisture sensors and ET controllers on cooperating single-family homes throughout the county, and we're seeing some really significant savings depending on how we integrate those technologies into the systems or how we educate the homeowners. And ultimately, the return on investment looks pretty good. At the high end, maybe within 1 year, we've got payback of that initial investment, and on the lower end within 3 years. So 1 to 3 years, 3 years worst case scenario.
The insufficient irrigations a lot of our residents have because they are old, outdated irrigation systems, you know, having pop-ups that are lower than the standards of how the heights of the grass need to be, so you're not watering properly through that. They don't have rain sensors, they're not having accurate coverage, and I think that was something that was brought up that it's, you know, you could relate and that you could actually bring up and say you could look at the state requirements or the county requirements, and we have a backup, and it's not just our word against theirs, it's actual data supporting accurate water coverage. So I think that was one of the most important information that I got.
When you combine flow sensor, MP rotators, and smart controller, you have no clue the tool that you have to save water there.
The hardest thing is to teach people how to manage water. It is very difficult changing, you know, the smart controller, understanding a smart controller, and understanding the right use of water. To me, that's the key. How to use water properly.
Because people think that the more water, the better, and it's usually the opposite. Sometimes you water so much and you're creating so many other problems that you have no idea what you're creating.
The damage to property, the staining of sidewalks, staining of buildings, paint, rotting wood, rotting fences. It saves your community a lot of money by reducing the amount of water you use, but don't reduce it to the point that your plant loss from not using enough water will create a problem on your property.
How many of you here do maintenance? That's your job. Okay, we depend on you because this is usually where we need the most help.
The Smart Irrigation Turf app is a fabulous tool that we have released. You can get it on Android or Apple systems like your iPhone or the iPad. And what it does is it generates an irrigation schedule for you based on the specific properties of your system. It uses real-time data, and it calculates evapotranspiration for your property, and then it gives you the number of minutes that your schedule should run. It also sends you notifications if rainfall occurred near your property or if there is a predicted rainfall event to occur at your property, so that you can turn off your irrigation so you don't over-irrigate during those rainfall events.
Currently, we do have a requirement in the Florida Building Code to irrigate 100% of the landscape in new homes. We're looking at how we might be able to adjust that, because we are finding that many new homes without smart irrigation controllers can actually use more water than older homes.
I think if it's required by law and all contractors are held to the same standard of using pressure-regulated nozzles, rotating nozzles, or smart controllers, everyone's bidding the same material, so the price would be the same. So then everyone would install smart water products. So in that respect, I think a building code requiring the use of the best devices that our industry can produce to conserve water is a good thing, and I think it should be instituted.
Funding for the urban conservation is provided by Miami-Dade Water and Sewer Department.
Wait, let them talk.
So I'm kind of hearing that knowing what you're spending.
We're here at the South.